or else you'll get lost. Just like what happened to me. Okay. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can probably read from the title, a few days ago I posted on my Instagram story that I've traveled some parts of the world, and I posted a question because I traveled that part of the world mostly alone. So I posted a question: if you want to know how I toured the country on my own and how I do it. If you're interested, you could vote yes or no, and most of you voted yes. Thank you so much. So today I will be telling you how I do it on my own without internet. Just notes before I start into the points. I travel because I was previously a cabin crew. We have very minimal layover hours, which the longest we can get is only up to more than 24 hours but less than 48 hours. So I don't really go too far as 1 hour from where the hotel that we are staying at, but I try to go to landmarks of the places that I stay at, and I do most of that without using the internet because I do not want to turn on my roaming when I'm overseas, because it will charge my phone bill too much and I'm not that rich. And I normally go out alone because I can't wait for people. I'm sorry. But what I mostly do when I'm out and I just feel like wanting to go out, the timing is always not the same as other people. We would arrive at that place either very early in the morning or very late at night. Sometimes I want to go out immediately, sometimes I want to rest first and then I go out. So these timings are sometimes off with what other people has planned. I normally go out because I want to go out for food, or I just want to go out to tour and see the places. So I normally do that without any internet connection. So how I do that, so let's get into it. So number one, what I would do is when we arrive at the hotel, definitely you will always have a Wi-Fi at the hotel. So what I normally do is I would think about where I want to go. Like, for example, this is the most clear experience that I have ever gone through. So there's one time we flew into Incheon and I wanted to go to the Namsan Lovelock Tower that's located in Seoul. So from the place that we are staying and into Seoul, it takes about 1 hour train journey, a few bus stops, and then we would arrive at Namsan Lovelock Tower. So what I would normally do is I will go to Google, which is the most trusted platform for you to actually look for routes. So what I would normally do is I would screenshot the routes, like from my hotel, which train station or which bus station is the nearest to where I'm staying. I will just start the route from there. For example, from where we're staying is close to Onseo Station. Onseo Station all the way to Seoul only need one subway, around 54 or 55 minutes journey straight to the Seoul Station. When I get out of Seoul Station, I will see a bus stop. I will need to look out for a bus with one number that will take me immediately up to Namsan Lovelock Tower. When you move, you need to pay really close attention to the writings. Either they are similar or not, or else you'll get lost. Just like what happened to me. Okay, and when you screenshot, you will see the symbols are different. So you have to see how does a bus symbol look like and how does a train symbol look like. And you might need to know as well the transportation. Like here in Malaysia, we have Grab, we have the taxi, and in Korea they use, was it Didi? Yeah, it's Didi, but they seldomly use that, so it's kind of hard to catch a Didi. That is provided if you have internet connection. If you don't have internet connection, you have to remember the road, so that's why you need to screenshot the routes from where you started, which is in my situation, I started at Enseo all the way to Seoul, from Seoul, that bus station, all the way to Namsan. Okay, that's it. Number 2, at hotels, at the reception, they normally prepare a map. So this is another experience that I went through. I was in Sydney and I wanted to go to Opera House. I think I did, or I think I did not have the screenshot of the routes, because I heard from other crews that to go to Opera House is not that far. I just need to take one train. It only takes me 15 to 20 minutes to arrive at Opera House. So what I did was I went to reception, I asked them the way to go to Opera House, and I just basically need to start from the train station that is just across the street from my hotel. Just 15-20 minutes of train, I will arrive at Opera House, and that's quite easy. So the map that the reception gave me, it was pretty simple to read because of course it was in English and it's easier. So when I arrived, there was Wi-Fi at Opera House, so I was afraid that I forgot about the route, so I did the screenshot of the routes there in Opera House. So that's the second one. It's pretty simple. Number 3, you need to pay attention to the signboards. So back to my first point where I said you need to know some of their languages. Like, this is a plus point if you watch K-drama, or if you watch dramas or movies in other languages. You might catch up some of their languages, you might catch up some of the writings. That's what happened to me when I was in Seoul. I kind of asked around because when I was using the bus, when I was using the train also, I need to use like a transportation card. That transportation card has to be reloaded with money every time. So most people in Korea, they can't really communicate in English. So at least you need to know, like, I want to reload 1,000, I want to reload 3,001. You can Google the translation. You might also need to really open up to ask around. Like, if you see a public worker, you just need to ask, if I were to go to Seoul, which bus do I take? If I were to go to Myeongdong, which bus do I take? If I were to go to the Starbucks, is it a reserve? The one at Shanghai? How do you need to go there? You might need to communicate in local languages to enable you to move easier. If you can find someone who can speak in English, good for you. And the last point, you need to remember your way home. I only got lost once in Incheon as well. Luckily, I found like a tourist information booth and people there could communicate in English, so they actually gave me a new map for me to go from that particular tourist information booth all the way back to Enseo. So you have to remember where you entered and where you exited. I apply that to shopping malls as well in Malaysia because shopping malls are so big. At least you know where you entered from the parking lot and where you will exit later on. Same goes to when you're going somewhere without internet. You need to remember, for example, at Seoul, I remembered that there's a shopping mall. It's brown in color shopping mall, and then I will have to come a little bit too forward. I'll see the bus station, and then I'll see the train station that goes down for me to go back to Enseo. And then from Enseo, I will see like a sausage shop, I'll see a convenience shop, there's a Starbucks coffee, there's a chicken shop. That was my literal favorite. The chickens there are the best. And since you have your phone with you, you need to take pictures of where you entered and where you exited. On the way, what happened on the way, what did you see on the roadside. Because it's from Incheon to Seoul, you don't really see so much of things. You basically go from underground, then you go up to the bridge, and then you go down underground again, and then you will come up to the city again. So I actually just remembered that from Seoul to Enseo, it's a 1-hour journey, and I see a sausage booth, I see a convenience store, I see the Starbucks. I know I'm already home. If there is anything that I missed out, or if there is any other questions, you can just write it in comments down below. I'll just reply to you. I'll just answer to it there. Or if there's any other things you want from me to talk about, I'll just make another video about it. Just let me know in the comments down below. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this. I love you.